Hi everybody. Well, it's Thursday before I fly out. I fly out tomorrow 5 o'clock in the morning. My son's coming over this afternoon. He's actually really excited because he's going to be living in my house for a month. He gets to play all my video games and my pool table and live in this house for a month. He's really looking forward to it. I don't blame him. But it's the final chance for me to weigh in before I head off on my cruise. So did I lose weight or did I gain weight? Okay, last time I put this sign up behind me, I was 196.3. And I started at 207 something, I believe. So that was only 2 weeks ago when I started to try and lose weight. And so I've gone now from 207 to 196. Well, it's a little disappointing because, you know, there's ups and downs when you're losing weight. You're losing weight. There's up and down. But I did go down to 192.2, which means I'm down approximately 14 pounds? 15 pounds, approximately. And I started almost exactly 2 weeks ago today. So why am I a little disappointed? I really wanted to crack the 190 mark. I came so close. Now, I could not eat tonight at all and hope to drop that too, but that's not the way to do it. That's not the way to, you know, jump up and down. The way to lose weight is to be steady in your exercise, 10,000 steps a day that I'm doing, minimum. I'm doing some cardiovascular work with rowing and my kickboxing bag, and I'm also sticking to my keto diet, which is basically chicken, beef, pork, fish, cheese, eggs, that sort of thing. No pasta, no rice, and those are my favorite things to eat at night. I could eat pasta and rice every single night, and be perfectly happy, except that my waistline would balloon to enormous sizes. So I am now 192, and tomorrow morning I leave. And the key now will be to try and stay around that, like don't go back over, say, 195. Let's do some fluctuation, allow 3 pounds. Don't go over the 195 mark on a month of cruises. And by the way, the amount of paperwork I am bringing on this trip would, it might make a full suitcase for some people. Because I have my travel visa documents, I have my hotel documents for my bookings that I've done, I have 3 different cruise bookings, plus what, you know, the insurance for each one. I have ride sharing, what I'm doing. I have the excursions that I booked, all that, you know, the travel visas. I even had to go get a COVID vaccine shot because on the Region 7 Seas website says they're going to be asking for a COVID proof of vaccine on my cruise. And they even want me to do a test before getting on the ship. So, but I have all that paperwork. It's about this thick. And yes, some people will say, well, Don, you don't need to bring it all because you're coming back to Canada for 2 days. You know, you land on the 3rd, you fly off on the 5th, so you don't need to bring all your stuff for, you know, your Princess Cruise and your hotel stays in Barcelona and stuff. You don't need to bring all that. And here's the thing. Yes, I do. Because what happens if there's problems in my travels? What happens if there's a snowstorm in Toronto or Ottawa on my way back? What happens if the flight going from the short airline from Buenos Aires to Brazil to catch my main flight home, what happened if that's late and I miss that flight and now I can't get back to Ottawa in time to take my flight back, and I have to fly directly over to Barcelona or something along those lines, right? So I'm bringing them all. I'm bringing all my paperwork on my trip with me, every single thing, because it's better to be safe than sorry when you're going on these types of trips. You do not want to have something happen and not have your paperwork with you. I have my insurance from my cruise lines. I have my yearly insurance numbers with me. I have everything all in one convenient package. And this way it's always with me on my backpack. It's always with me wherever I go. And so, yeah, I'm pretty much ready to start packing now. I leave tomorrow at 5. Well, when you see this video, I left yesterday because this video is coming out 2 days later. I'm filming this on the Thursday because I wanted to update you on my weight before leaving, and I'm pretty excited about this trip, but it's going to be an exhausting trip. There are so many flights, so many long flights, a quick cruise of 3 days, then long flights, then a 7-day cruise with excursions every day, then a long flight, then another long flight. Then, then I can maybe relax a little bit more when I'm on the Sun Princess because I'm on her for 10 days. And it's the end of the cruise. But then another long flight home. But I'm so excited about getting on these ships because they all offer something different. And it's going to be great. And I'm just praying to the gods up there that, nothing interferes with the travel part of my trip. Because that's the only part that I'm worried. I'm not worried about getting on the ships. I'm not worried about getting sick on the ships. I'm not worried about being on time for myself, like getting to where I need to go. I'm worried about, here comes a snowstorm in Toronto for my flight back to Ottawa, and they cancel the flight in Buenos Aires. That would be my worst nightmare. And when I'm stressed like that, I tend to eat. And if that happens, that number is going to completely balloon back up again.